Hello everyone, welcome to the episode number 34 of QnA series with Suresh GP. Today we're going to talk about an important topic on security by design. Now OWASP, which is Open Web Application Security Project, has got an important focus on recommending security by design when we are deciding on implementing some of these elements. So let's talk about what does it mean by security by design. Now in this episode, we're going to talk about the first 5 principles that are applicable as far as security by design is concerned. Number 1, minimize attack surface area. Every time a programmer adds a new feature to their application, they are increasing the risk of security vulnerability. So the principle of minimize attack surface area restricts the functions that users are allowed to access to reduce potential vulnerabilities. For example, the developer could limit access to the search function so only registered users could use it, reducing the attack surface and the risk of successful attack. Number 2 is establish secure default. The principle states that the application must be secure by default. Establishing safe default means there should be stronger security rules. For example, how user registrations are handled, how often passwords must be updated, how complex passwords must be doing on. That way, we are ensuring that application users may be able to turn off some of these features, but they should be set up to high security level by default. Number 3 is the principle of least privilege. We call it as POLP. This means that we have to provide just enough access for people to take the respective activity, because if you provide a root or admin access for a normal user, then they might exploit the whole situation. An example could be if you are having an author who writes the blog, then we should not give him administrative privileges to add or remove users, because their only responsibility is to post articles to the application. Number 4 is the principle of defense in depth. The principle of defense in depth states that you need to have multiple security controls, because at one point, if there is an attack, you are preventing further attack from happening. So there has to be a level of layers that are built to ensure security is maintained, which means additional levels of security controls, auditing tools and logging has to be happening. For example, instead of letting a user log in with just the username and password, you can use an IP check, you can use an OTP, you can use an CAPTCHA system, so that we are trying to validate all different controls before someone could log in to the system. Number 5 is fail securely. There are many reasons why a web application would fail to process a transaction. Perhaps a database connection failed or the data input was wrong. So when we are talking about the principle of applications to fail in a secure way, we should not provide the user additional privileges or show the user sensitive information, and it has to be secured end to end. I hope these 5 principles that we talked about are pivotal for security by design approach that we need to keep in mind, whether you are looking at a monolithic applications, a cloud environment or container environment, where these principles are implemented with all perfection. So in the next episode, we will talk about the next 5 principles that are applicable for security by design. I hope you found that this particular episode was useful for understanding security by design principles listed by the OWASP Foundation organization, and I will meet you in our next episode of Q&A series with Suresh GP. Thank you so much for watching, and if you have any questions you want us to answer, please put it on the comment section and we will pick it up and answer it in due course. Thank you very much.